Monday Night Football is upon us. As you can see by the thumbnail, it's a winnable game. The question is, for who? That's what we're here to talk about today on Night of the Shield. Welcome in, nation, to another edition of Night of the Shield. I'm Jason Smith, a.k.a. the Oakland Knight, and you're watching the Las Vegas Raiders News Review right here on Independently Blind Studios, where we educate, advocate, motivate, and inspire other people who are going through sight loss or any type of loss, any type of disability, to live their best life, to chase their dreams, to be independent, and obviously here to root for our Las Vegas Raiders. You already know. J-Dub's in the house. Raiders! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blind Gamer. Hey, that's my boy. Blue Dog in the house. Blue Dog, what's up? J-Dubs. Salute my brother. Yes, sir. It's on. Mud Tide. What's up, Jason? What's up, brother? Doing my thing, man. Getting ready for Monday Night Football. I wanted to get my opportunity to jump in and get my thoughts out before tonight's game. This is the only time I had to do it. And I know I probably won't come on after the game simply because, well, it's a work night for me and I got to go to work tomorrow, so I want to make sure that I'm rested. It would take a tragedy to happen with one of our players or something like that for me to pop on tonight. But with that said, man, let's go ahead and jump right into it tonight, man. I want to just start off. We got to talk about this Green Bay game, right? But let's just address the second quarter. The second quarter of the season starts tonight. We ended up the first quarter of the season 1-3. We had a couple of chances there. We just lost a game we should have won, in my opinion. We should be, at least in my prediction, 2-4, just like the Packers are tonight. And everything I read, everything that I've watched thus far, the narrative is the next 3 games are winnable for the Raiders. But my question for everybody, in a realistic way, man, I want to be real, okay? I just want to be real honest with everybody. Winnable game for who? I mean, what have we truly shown that suggests that we should be the ones saying that this is a winnable schedule? I'm sure there's plenty of Packer fans out there right now saying the same thing. I'm sure there's plenty of Patriot fans that say, well, next week we're going to get back on track because we play the Raiders, right? And then you got the Bears salivating over there going like, this is our opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. But Tide, all coaching losses. It's really apparent. We're going to get into that here tonight as well, or today, this afternoon. I'm used to being on at night. Cuban Raider, what's up, bro? What's up, my brother? But that's just the facts. That's what we've seen. That's what we've seen for the last year. This is what we've become. We often talk here on this show about consistency and continuity. I have yet to see it. And until that we could put some games together where we actually play really well on both sides of the ball on a consistent basis, why should we be the ones that say this is a winnable game? Now, in all fairness, too, to really paint the whole narrative, because the Packers, the Patriots, and the Bears have had their own struggles, I see where the narrative is. We could win this game. We could find a way to put it together and win this game. But in all honesty, we don't have the home field advantage. And at this point, I don't think we have the coaching advantage. P-Dog, what's up? Sick of these damn coaches. It's coaches that are like, coaches are like, they're the shit doesn't stink. Like their shit doesn't stink, right? Their shit don't stink, P-Dog. It smells like money. They get paid. And that's one of my narratives, right? At what point does this stop becoming about money and contracts and start becoming about personal best? Because I think that's what this organization and this team is lacking, is personal best. right? And whose responsibility is that to make sure that these players are going to reach their personal best? It's the coaching. Look, I am all for a coach to take the podium and say, hey, we need to execute better. Certain guys ain't taking care of their assignments. Hell, we even have some players coming out and wanting to call certain people out, saying the ones that needed to hear it heard it, right? Who? I mean, I would like more specifics myself. I know we won't get those type of specifics. That'd just ruin the morale of the team. But in all honesty, they do need to execute better. And a lot of these guys are professionals. Look, we got a few guys, 3 off the top of my head that I could just say right now, which would be Devontae Adams, Max Crosby, and Josh Jacobs, all dedicated to be the best. These guys just want to win football games, but they want to be the best at their craft. And on the end of that journey, they want to host a Lombardi trophy at some point, right? These guys go out and they give it their all. Those guys, I could say 100%. And that's not to say that there's no one else on this football team that's doing that. I'm just saying those 3 guys stand out, playmakers, the best of the best of what we have on this roster. They talk the talk, and to me, they walk the walk. Now, I know Josh Jacobs had a rough start, but he's out there balling. If he's not running, he's catching the ball in the backfield. He's making blocks for the quarterback in the backfield on blitzes. So I'm just saying, right? Like those are the 3 guys that we primarily lean on as superstars of this football team. But it's one thing from one game to the next, a couple of games here and there, to say we're not executing properly. They're not executing the game plan. You know what? I get that. Hands up. Like, I surrender, right? I surrender to the idea that it's the players' fault. They're not executing. They're not giving it their all. This regime has prided themselves in finding certain type of football players to add to this roster. Guys that are football knowledgeable, football encouraged, meaning they want to play football. They love the game. They know the game. They have the smarts to play the game, and obviously their physical attributes. How come we're not seeing that then? And these are the guys that we're bringing in here. How come nobody's stepping up to the plate then? It's coaching. It's coaching. And the more and more we lose, the more and more the morale of the team starts to drop. And yet we're being told, because of money, contracts, money, decisions being made, that we have to go a whole nother year of this too. That it's most likely that the coaching staff, primarily McDaniels, will be around for another season. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Proud Jets trying to force the damn issue. Was that Proud Jets trying to push the damn issue? Going higher in their own damn press. Going high on their own damn press clippings. Cuban Raider. I've got Hunter with 50 receiving yards today. Well, Cuban, I'll tell you what, it's going to have to start there, right? We already know Jimmy G's taking control of this football team tonight, and he better start viewing the whole field and going through his progressions properly and spread the ball around to everybody for us to have that opportunity. Michael Guerrero, what's up, brother? Salute night. Salute to you, man. 5-1. 5-1. Hold on here. 5-1 next 6 games. Smarten up. Right on, Michael. Smarten up, right? And you know what, though, bro? That's what it's going to take to change my damn mind. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm at the place right now. Lou's laughing at me. Look, right now, that's what it's going to take to change my mind. They're not showing anything. Look, I'm not saying we don't have a chance tonight. I'm not saying we should be scared or we should be worried, but there's a lot of things that have to happen for us to win. There's quite a few things. The defense has to continue to play consistent. I think that's been the small shiny coin in the middle of the pond, is that our defense continues to show improvement, even by minuscules, right? Being able to go out there in the second half and shut the Chargers out, that you know what I mean? And you look at how the first half went. Once again, this has become an offensive issue. We need to correct our offense. That's going to fix a lot of our problems, but that doesn't make us unstoppable, and that doesn't make us one of the best teams in the NFL. It just allows us to win the games that we should win. And yeah, it should give us the opportunity to win tonight. We got to fix the offense. Roland Dubs, hope all is well. All is well, brother. I had a great weekend. If you guys see Blind Gamer down in the chat, go show him some love. That's my boy Lou Dog. He's part of Independently Blind. He's one of the students that come and attend the group. He's one of the leaders. I've been working with Lou for 2 years. He's got a Blind Gamer channel where he plays games blind right there on YouTube. So thank you for being here, Lou Dog. So it went really well. Our group went really well this weekend. We had about 6 members show up. We barbecued. We played games. We played Jenga. We did all kinds of stuff. I got some pictures and videos coming out soon that I want to share with everybody. All right, we got J-Dub. I think this is a game. This is a game JJ gets his momentum going. Well, you know what, J-Dub? It starts with the offensive line. The biggest disappointment to me, by the way. And this also goes to my issue with coaching is all of those guys are returning but one. And I know I've heard other shows and other people talk about Greg Van Roten and he's the issue and he needs to go. And I'm not saying Greg Van Roten's not a problem. I'm not saying that he's the reason for the season. I'm not saying that because I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, oh, I know that for a fact, because I don't. But I find it hard to believe that one player is making everything across the board run that bad. All of these guys are returning. This is the one place offensively that we should have more consistency and continuity than I think anywhere else on the football team. Brand new quarterback, brand new receivers, right? The running back's the same, but I understand, but okay, coach these guys. And if Van Ron's the problem, these guys, again, get paid millions of dollars to look at tape, correct these issues, and they're still not being corrected. It's time, man. It's just time. P-Dog. He's one of the malcontents. I believe you, bro. P-Dog. Got paid and get stuck. Yeah, that's what it is. Got paid, get stuck up. What have you done for me lately, Renfro? 100%. And again, I'll be honest with you with Renfro, man. He struggled last year. He had a hard time adapting like a lot of players did, but he's accepted the challenge. He put in the work, and nobody's paying attention to him. And it's a quarterback issue. It's a quarterback issue. I'll promise you that. That one is not, a coaching issue as far as making sure that Jimmy's ready to go, I guess, and know the offense and not be so questionable back there and make some decisions quickly. Trust me, McDaniels is not purposely going away from Renfro. It doesn't make sense. None of that. It would make no logical sense for that to be the reason, other than drop an easy catch. And, O'Connell, I wouldn't say easy P-Dog, but definitely catchable, right? This is what you expect from a top-tier talent who got paid top-tier money in that position to make those type of plays. And we could sit here until the sun goes down and comes back up making excuses for the guy, but there's just literally none. P-Dog. Mint coaches, bro. I got you, brother. I understand. Stupid typo. Trust me, man, you're talking to someone who's legally blind and uses voiceover all the time. Go to some of these shows and read some of my comments. Hilarious. Especially when I'm lazy and I'm not proofreading what I'm writing. Mud Tide. Exactly. He needs to, hold on. He needs to admit he's outcoached. He doesn't have to admit he's outcoached, bro. Right? He doesn't necessarily have to admit he's outcoached on cam to the press. Nah, he doesn't have to admit he's outcoached, bro. He just needs to be stopped. He needs to stop being outcoached. Like, this is your reputation. This is a guy that's made a lot of money in his career already. I don't know if he's just one of those coaches that have made their money, what about your legacy, bro? Like, your legacy is on the line. You could go down in history as one of the greatest offensive coordinators of all time who couldn't head coach. Like, I wouldn't want that. There's the asterisk, right? The asterisk is, oh, yeah, good offensive coordinator, but the guy couldn't coach for crap. Like, I wouldn't want that on my resume, bro. I wouldn't want that. You're not going to get into the Hall of Fame that way. Plain and simple. Blind Gamer. Yes, sir. Mud Tide. The players know they're being outcoached. 100%. These guys have been around for a while, right? By the other team. They do know. These guys have been around long enough to understand how this thing works. Guys like Devontae Adams, maybe Max Crosby needs to learn that. JJ needs to earn that, right? There's some players on this football team that maybe haven't had the same opportunity and experience as others to see what real coaching looks like on their side. What about Marcus Epps? What about Marcus Peters? What about those types of players that are on this football team? They know what it looks like. I mean, even a guy like Jacoby Myers on the receiving corps, he knows what it's like to play in a playoff game legitly with a rookie quarterback, mind you. Come on now. Like, at some point, the coaches need to step up. And trust me, I don't want this to come off as an excuse for these players either. Like, come on, you're grown men. You're grown men. They have to own their part in it, 100%. But the coaches should be able to tell which ones are and which ones are not and make the proper adjustments, remove them from the field, put the right people in place, period. Period. Arkham Raider, salute Knight, salute Arkham, welcome, brother. On lunch break. Awesome, I caught you just in time then. Stopping by to show some love, brother. I appreciate that, Arkham, 100%. Have the good rest of the day. Hopefully you get off before the game. Want to make sure you get out there and see this one. There's a lot riding on this game. There's a lot riding on this quarter. Like, if everybody that's saying this is the most winnable stretch that we got, then this is where we need to make our move, period. 303 Raider, hopefully is right, brother. Raiders will bounce back today. And that's the confidence I usually roll with, brother. I'm going to be honest with you. But I'm tired of giving this team, our Raider team, the respect they don't deserve. I'm just being real. That doesn't mean I'm not a real Raider fan, because I always do, because we're here to talk about what it's going to take for them to win, right? So I do expect this team, if they do what they're supposed to win this football game. But to sit here and continue to lie to myself thinking that, this team has proven that that's what they're going to do. Nah, I can't do that, bro. They don't do it. They haven't done it. And this goes beyond McDaniels, dude, at this point. This is a Gruden issue. This is a Jack Del Rio issue. This was a Dennis Allen issue. Like, at some point, right, all these people that come into the chat, and I know who you are, and I respect you for your opinion, right? We're going to have to bite the bullet on this one and get ourselves out of this cash hell that we find ourselves in with these coaches. And then Mark needs to start doing a better job of surrounding himself with people that can help him make the decisions that need to be made. G. Warab, when Raider fans feel, I got something to talk to you about, by the way, feel the negativity in the air, the Raiders win. I hope so. When Raider fans are positive, they lose. So watch for the Raiders to win because there are not many Raider fans believing. That is facts, bro. And I'm not even doing that deliberately because I'm not a superstitious person. This is just my real feelings and thoughts coming out at this point. But instead of me just sitting here talking to you about how horrible we've been and how inconsistent we are and what it's going to take and all that kind of crap, right? Let's get down to what it's going to take to win, right? First and foremost, offensively, this offensive line needs to wake the hell up, right? I don't care if you're offense or defense. If you play in the trenches, bro, that's the man part of this sport, dude, period. Your job is to make contact with the person across from you, sometimes multiple, and you're supposed to outpower them, dude. You're supposed to outspeed them, outpower them. You're supposed to put your will in motion and make them do what you want them to do. And when you do that, everything else will run behind you. Literally. And I have yet to see a full, complete, dominant performance. We've seen some great pass protecting games, 100%. But it's time to get this running game going and open this offense up. I'm not going to say that this is the only issue, but this is where it starts. If we don't get that tonight, I can put a cap in it, bro. We become one-dimensional, and we start to become really predictable. And maybe that's what's making Jimmy nervous. I don't know. But something's got to give. And for me, it starts right there. At all, that's the men of the men to me, dude. They're big dudes. They're physical. And I know they look big and physical, and you look at them like, oh, they're just fat. No, dude, these guys are just built that way. Right? But anyway. 303 Raider. I haven't been too high in the past couple of weeks, but I have a good feeling about tonight. tonight's game? Well, I'm sure everybody has a good feeling. I'm sure we'll hear that they have had a wonderful practice. Everything looked really, really well. And then hopefully they don't come out and instead of getting into their stance, they're not squatting to take a crap, because that's what we've been seeing lately. So I'm with you, bro. Time is now. I mean, I think the pressure is on. And I know everybody wants to look at the quarterback. I've been looking at the quarterback for a long time, bro. Right? Saying that we got to see something out of Jimmy G. If not, we need to move on. But the coaching staff has to step up, bro. There's a lot happening right now. G-Warb, the Raiders will be great again. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. I was waiting for you to make the comment. When they get a great quarterback, one thing they have not tried. They have not. Well, they've tried, not in this new regime, right? Not since Jamarcus Russell. That was the one time that they tried. And again, I don't know if they didn't do their homework or they just fell in love with just the measurables once again. But I actually watched Caleb Williams, G-Warab, and I must say, I can totally get your excitement. I see what you see. Even with these bad eyes that I have, I see what you see, and it's exciting. I also took the opportunity, since someone mentioned in the chat last episode about Drake May, another guy that I think has a high upside. Two different types of players, but I mean, to be honest with you, sometimes you could force the issue, sometimes you can't. If we can land one of those guys, I don't see there being a problem with that G-Warb at all, because the one thing that I look for personally in a quarterback, regardless of any other attribute, can they throw accurately? And both those guys do it on every level, whether it's in the pocket, outside the pocket. They're making plays with their feet, something I know you've been talking about. And if we're going to move on from this whole regime, that needs to be the target. And even if they stay with this regime, both of these guys can pass from the pocket. So it's kind of a win-win, right? So I agree, bro. I agree with you. And I know you've probably been waiting a long time for me to say that. So I'm just letting you know. I actually looked at him and I was quite impressed. I see where your excitement comes from. We got to see how everything plays out. Roland Dubs, if the Raiders come out flat and lose, is it safe to say McDaniels should be fired by tomorrow? It should be, but it's not going to happen. In my opinion, yes, it's not going to happen, bro. Financially, it's not going to happen. I put on the thumbnail. I think it was the last episode, maybe, or no, a couple episodes ago, where I brought up Gruden. I mean, if Gruden's willing to take this roster and do something with it, that would be the only way, bro. If we can get the league to sign off on that, if we can get Mark not to feel like he's going to get in trouble if he does that, if John, even after everything that's transpired, wants to even do that, that's our only option financially. Because there's so much that goes on to it, just like any other business, bro. The team might be worth billions of dollars, but Mark doesn't have billions of dollars. So when Mark makes these bad mistakes and hires these people to come in and jack everything up, and they leave ahead of schedule, and we have to continue to pay people who are not producing millions and millions of dollars, the price tag remains high. We have to make that money to pay these people, to pay our players. And trust me, Mark is making money hand over fist, and he couldn't be in a better situation to make sure we do that. But, and for him to really feel that no one's showing up because of the team fully and want to make him lower some of those prices, he's got to get caught up on his books first. G. Warab, McDildo doesn't have to win another game, and Mark will say he's doing a great job. I highly doubt that, my boy, but I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. He may not want to or feel like he can fire him now or even next year from all the rumors and reports that we hear, but no matter what he does in year 3, I think he'd want to walk away. Jamarcus Russell was in another lifetime. Nah, bro. It wasn't. I mean, it was a long time ago. And I don't know if you're just talking about my statement that we did, but you're right. We did. But, if we're going to do it again, if we're going to have that first pick, we're going to be picking top 2. What would it take to get one of those 2 guys that I mentioned anyway? We better be ready to pay the price, and we better ready to play them and make something happen with these guys. Mud Tide. Jason, what's your prediction on the crowd tonight? Yeah, I'm thinking 40% Raider fans, 60% Packer fans. Only time we'll have home field. Green Bay Packer fans travel, and I want to do a video on that. We have the only time that we have home field on advantage is when we play in LA. The only time we have home field advantage. No, I agree, and I will say this, man, and this is the problem that I see a lot. Teams like the Packers, who are legendary in Lombardi and the just the inception of the NFL in general, who play in cold weather games, who sell out every game because these guys are willing these tickets to their kids. It's community owned for those who don't know, right? They're willing to travel. Teams like this are willing to travel out of colder areas to go to. It's a vacation for people. Raider fans are upset. We're not winning. We're not guaranteed. They don't want to go to a Monday night game, pay thousands of dollars. The only chance we have to change that narrative is we all just need to move to Vegas to make it more reasonable. But there's, it's a working class community over there. I know that's a city of a lot of money, but not all the right people have it. Davey Mass, what's up? Yo, everyone. Greetings. We need a win. Oh, yeah. And a good idea. My bad. Where'd they jump? Oh, man, the chat jumped on me again. A good idea would be letting the current Raiders watch vids from way back and get some real Tatum vibes in this team. But again, we play in a different league, right? And I like the idea. I understand where you're going with that, right? But they'll just get fined. They'll just get fined and penalized, and we end up losing the game and put in situations. We're already doing that anyway. Boneheaded plays, right? We can't play as tough as we did in the past. They won't allow us to. No more Khalil situations. No more Khalil situations running past two players. Past two players without being hit. Damn it. I thought we've done pretty well. We went against a tough Pittsburgh front. We did pretty well there. We played a beat up, slow, looking way different Denver front. I thought we did well. Buffalo kind of got on us a little bit. We should be able to pass protect. But pass protecting is not going to be enough if we can't run the damn ball at all. Ray Gonzalez. What's up, Jason? What's up, Ray? G. Warab. Were you thinking of me when Caleb was carrying an entire team to a victory? Caleb could make the Raiders unstoppable. We just can't wait for a bad class of quarterback. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you, George. I don't like doing the comparison thing. The video, one of the videos I watched of Caleb after I watched him and stuff, they were talking about, he's the guy that's closest to Patrick Mahomes that we've seen. And I don't want to get into all that stuff, but the kid is dynamic. And he's willing to put, and you're right, these type of players, not just the quarterback, it really helps when your quarterback's that dude, but your type of player, period, that can raise the level of other people around them and put them on their back, that makes the whole team better. So I understand what you're saying. I just hope that we find ourselves in a situation to make a move like that. Ray Gonzalez, hit that like button. Thank you, brother. Just for the record, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be updated every time I go live. And for you 48 people here, I got 48 people watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I got 13 likes. Run them likes up for me, y'all. Let's see if we can get those likes up. Help me move up the algorithm. All right, before I get into Roland Dub's comment, I talked about the offensive line. I want to talk about Jimmy G. Jimmy G starting tonight, and in my opinion, he's played. People have been using the word scared. I don't see fear in Jimmy. What I see is uncertainty. When he's bouncing and dancing around, I don't think it's nerves because he's not comfortable back there. I just think it's more mental. He's not comfortable understanding what he's seeing, what he's reading, and he's feeling the pressure to go fast. But I don't think it's fear. Jimmy's shown that he's willing to stand in there, take a hit, and deliver a football. I'm not chalking him up to fear, not at all. But I'm hoping that mentally, which is odd to say after coming off a concussion, that he is ready to go. Because he has to make quicker decisions. He has to be able to read the defense properly, go through the reads if necessary, and get this offense moving. Now, it's not solely on Jimmy because we already talked about the offensive line, and that's what Jimmy needs to do straight up, right? And now it's Josh Jacobs' time. Like someone just mentioned I can't remember who made the comment, but it's time to get Josh Jacobs 100 yards rushing. Those three things alone changes the whole dynamic. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. Jimmy G's a veteran. This offensive line primarily played together last year. And Josh Jacobs was the leading rusher last year. I think those three things are doable, and those have been the biggest problems. I don't see a problem with Devontae, even banged up. I don't see any problem with Jacoby Myers at all. I think we need to get our tight ends involved. I think we need to do something with the slot. I think we need to be creative with Carter and Tucker. All of these things need to come together for a victory. Roland Dubs, Mark hasn't done anything to listen to the leagues and move to Vegas. Let me see. Mark hasn't done anything but listen to the league and move to Vegas. I can't argue with that, Roland Dubs. I can't. The only other thing I would throw in there that he's done is, he has admitted that he struggles with this. Well, then you need to start checking the people around you and make better decisions. Raider Ben, what's up, Jason? What's up, Ben? Dude, I watched some of your videos on your trip. It looks like you had a freaking blast. You got to hang out with a lot of people of the Raider Nation and meet them. So well worth it, brother. Raiders go back. Whoops. Raider Ben. Raiders get back on track tonight. The schedule gets real soft after tonight. Well, for the next few games, right? If we lose tonight, maybe a long season. 100% Raider Ben, and that's what I was talking about. That's why I had the thumbnail. Winnable game, right? But for who? We got to show tonight that we mean business, that we could play, because even though this might not be the toughest opponent, it's a winnable opponent. And we need to go out there and show that we are capable of winning these types of games. And then maybe we win the next two as well. And that kind of changes the trajectory of where we could go. I don't think it changes the end game, but I think it will help calm the storm that's getting ready to drop all over this organization by the fans, especially if we lose tonight. P-Dog, Elements is a fraud. Oh, Illuminor. That's a blind thing for you, P-Dog. Illuminor is a fraud. Illuminor is one of those guys that when he's on, he does well. He's your average right tackle. He's not a dominating right tackle. Never thought he was. He's going to have games where he pisses you off, and then he's going to turn around and have a game that you could say, I have respect for it. He held his own. But never can I say that he dominated a game, right? And those are things that we need to fix. I promise you, even if we put Munford in, Illuminor's shown that he could hold it down, even if he needs a little bit of help on the outside. I think maybe we put Munford in at right guard, since everybody says it's Van Rotten. Roland Dubs. I think we were losing by halftime. Place is gonna be filled with booze. Dude, if we're not winning out of the first quarter, bro, I want to get more into this defense too. Raider Ben, don't forget the Packers fans own the Raiders. No, they own the Raiders. I think it dates all the way back a couple of decades, maybe late 80s, early 90s, since we were able to find a way to beat these guys. But historically, these guys have had what we were searching for, right? Which is that constant career quarterback that could win games. There you go, G-Warb. That was for you. P-Dog, I actually miss Brandon Parker. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I get you. 303 Raider. Will this be the turnaround point? I think I'm preempting that. Hold on here. Will this be a turnaround point for the near end of this new regime with a loss? No. Let me make sure I read that right. Will this be the turnaround point or the near end of this regime? In the Raider Nation's way of thinking, it's already the end, bro. I'm just saying, like we're already to that point now. None of us are feeling comfortable with this coaching staff or this regime. If they win tonight, is this the turning point in a positive way? No. Nope. Consistency is done something that you do multiple times in concession, right? Building continuity and setting up for the future for that to continue. We have yet to see that in a year and a quarter at this point. One game ain't going to change it for me. And I don't even think winning the next 3 games does that for me either, because again, we're saying that this gives you an opportunity to correct some things and look at it as some type of way to build that consistency. But by the time we get to play Detroit, that will be the true test if these 3 games gets us on track. But we would have to go and win we'd have to win 4 straight for me to believe that there was a turning point with this coaching staff and this football team. Tragedy meets triumph. What's up, brother? Prime time. Get ready for a white flags Raider Nation. Man, I mean, I don't believe that's the case. I believe that we could bounce back and fight. Lou Dog, we need that W. You know what, Lou? Blind Gamer, once again, that's my boy, Lou Dog. He's part of Independently Blind. He's one of the students that come and hang out, and he's been a part of my life and my family for 2 years. Yep, he's part of the family. Lou Dog rocks. Go check out Blind Gamer. Raider Ben, if we're losing at halftime, the stadium will be filled with cheers, because no Raider fans going to the games. Can you blame them for not wanting to pay $600 for a nosebleed ticket? More than that, right? That's just the nosebleed ticket. That's not the money it costs to get there, the money it costs to stay there, the money it costs to eat there. It's just crazy. And you only get free drinks if you gamble. So then you're putting money in the slots just to get a free beer. That place is crazy, bro. You got to have a winning team. You got to give any fan base, you'll have to give them a better reason to show up to these games and pay that kind of money than what we've been seeing over the past 2 decades. G-War, the more the big media keeps destroying our team because they are the less chance, because they are the less chance any great player like Caleb Williams wants to play with the Raiders. Yeah, there's some caveats to that. We are allowing the big media to badmouth owner. Big media, I mean, trust me, most, this is where when you say big media, I'm assuming you're talking like the ESPNs, the NFL networks, Fox Sports. I like some of the smaller media, that cut and cover the team, beat writers, not all, some. When it comes to Caleb Williams wanting to play for the Raiders, he also wants to play for the Vikings, the Jets, the Niners, and the Cowboys. And I could tell you this, right? It's not going to be the 49ers. And the Cowboys, if they don't like what they got, I mean, they just gave up some picks to bring in what they think their future might be. So I think that rules them out. Vikings, it's a possibility Kirk Cousins ain't getting any younger, and they might be in a position to make a move, as well as Daniel Jones looks like he might be out for the Giants, and they might be looking. So if the Raiders want to get serious, G. Warib, they're going to have to get real serious. It's going to cost something unless, we don't produce this year. But I'm not one. I want to fight every game. I don't want to just give it up. Ray Gonzalez, getting the barbecue ready. Go, brother. Some cold beer for sure. Some cold beer. These guys better not disappoint. Just make sure you have some extra beer in your cooler. You'll be all right. Raider Ben, steak, chicken, and shrimp fajitas. Wow. For the game. Woo. Hey, you know what? And it's all less than $600, right? it's almost better just staying at home and watching and being able to eat like that and barbecue it up than playing for your team to lose like that. Strike Vader. Let's see. Oh, Bilal extra pickles nickels have a bright future as at Wendy's. I love your Bilal Nichols comments, bro. They're killing me. Chaos Raider. I hear we don't get. I heard we don't. Hope we don't get embarrassed on prime time. It won't be the first time we got embarrassed on prime time, bro. I mean, I got to see more than just that. Period. Get over Caleb. We're not going to be. Raider Ben says, "Get over Caleb. We're not going to have the opportunity to coach him." Or McDaniels is not going to have the opportunity to coach him. Yeah, if McDaniels here another, that's what scares me. I would like to see them make that move, but in order for that to happen, I think Mark's going to have to get rid of McDaniels. D. Nightwalker, could it be the reason Jimmy is his best bet? Hold on, I totally jacked that one up because it jumped on me. Could it be the reason McDaniels picks Jimmy over AOC 4 is that he thinks that only winning, not developing young talent will save his job, and he feels that Jimmy is the best bet with more games. If that's the way he's thinking totally wrong, because Jimmy hasn't shown that yet, in my opinion. And at least with AOC 4, you saw the opportunity for those types of explosive plays down the field. You saw the zip on the football. You see the composure. If anything, in my opinion, you show the owner, I drafted this kid. Look what this kid can do. I need time with this kid, and it's going to be good. That's how you're going to save your job. I don't see Jimmy G, if we would have seen that from Jimmy, we would have seen it already. That's in my opinion, especially in this offense. G. Warib, the Raiders are going to do what they always do. Oh, hold on, guys. I got to find a better way to read this chat, dude. We're going to do what they always do. Run our draft capital, and we'll be stuck with a middle-of-the-road quarterback in the draft, which will keep us mediocre. It's so typical of a bad team. And I understand you, bro, for sure, but I will promise you that it's going to take more than quarterback to sustain moving forward. I mean, it's all about, well, we'll get into that at some point. I think it's too early to have those conversations, but I have my own thoughts of what holds teams back and the way that this league is ran now. Especially now, it looks like the Patriots have finally ran out of their thunder. It's all about money and financing and managing your cap. Making little runs here and there, going all in to win, hoping that you pull it off, and then just hit the reset button and try to build it up as fast as you can. No one's figured out the exact science yet. Some people have figured out how to win quick. The Rams did. And now they're trying to make another push. Look, they're not getting past the Niners, right? So whatever they did with Stafford making a run this year, it's not going to be enough. Raiders been never in my life would I root for my team to tank. Never. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's other ways to get what you need to win. You don't have to tank to get the things you seek. Chaos Raider, what's the point? Drafting Caleb Williams if the O-line won't protect him. Well, that's the beauty. You're going to have to draft definitely another right tackle at some point. You could fix some of this through free agency. And you just got to hope that you have the right offensive line coach. I thought we did, but it's not. I don't know, man. The offensive line has been real troubling this year for me. Raider Ben, You don't need a number one quarterback. You don't need a number one pick quarterback to succeed in the National Football League. Look at Purdy. Look at Brady. I'll double down on that to say, look at Brady. You never know what you're going to find. It really being in the right place, the right time, the right system, the right coach, the right teammates. And then, yeah, obviously you're all around talent. I mean, we actually see the opportunity for O'Connell if he gets coached up right and plays in the right system, in my opinion. I'm not going to say that it's a guarantee, but nothing's a guarantee. And I think that's what Ben's trying to say, and that's what I've been trying to say. Raider Ben, you just need to have a competent quarterback with a good supporting cast. And you got to make sure, and this is what frustrated us the most about McDaniels and his offense, the ability to tap into your talent, make changes where necessary to bring the best out of your players, and primarily with your quarterback. A lot of these playmakers that you bring in, wide receivers, running backs, they can adjust very easily to any system because as long as they could run the route tree and have really good hands, and then obviously the physicality, the speed, or the size, you just got to be able to adjust to your quarterback. Find a way to get your quarterback to play at a high level and be effective. And then you got to have a really good defense. Lencho. Jason Kelsey has a very good speech on why. I'm sorry, dude. Kelsey has a very good speech on why you never tank. Never tank. Ray Gonzalez spread the offense, but hit JJ in the flat. Then Jimmy G can use two hands to go deep. Jimmy G, I just got to see strength, man. I got to see him really flying it out. Raider Ben, shout out to the chat gang, chatting it up. You guys are chatting strong tonight. I'm going to have to go here soon. Let me check the time real quick. Yep, I'm almost got to bounce out of here because I got to get ready for the game myself. G Warb, Raider Ben, we will fire Josh McDaniels. Damn it. We will fire Josh McDaniels and still have the great quarterback. Otherwise, well, I mean, that might help us get another coach. Otherwise McDaniels will have more time if we have the garbage quarterback we have now, because it will take time, and that will be his excuse. He's running out of excuses. Unfortunately, G Warib from Raider Ben, Mark Davis isn't getting rid of McDaniels, nor is he going to sell the team because we're unhappy. It's just not going to happen unless we finish with a less than 3-win, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, if he really loses the team and it really falls out from the bottom of us, right, and it really, really gets bad, you kind of have no choice. But, he's not going to be looking for a coach or willing to pay a coach the amount of money. So what kind of coach do we get too? So I worry about that. D Nightwalker, Mr. Davis is Mr. Davis. It's cool that you accept that you don't know football, but no one is stopping you from learning it. You know what? It's for the most part, it's not all that difficult, but when you got that kind of money and you got that kind of clout and you're a National Football League owner, it's not hard to find guys to come around you and help, support and give them a title and help you make those decisions, dude. Like, there's other ways to do it too. And he's failed. And I really think that he thought he got this one right. I really think that he really felt like this was going to be different than it is. And I think he's still waiting for it too. My 2 cents, Raider Nation should not be forced to see an opponent have home field advantage at our home. Well, again, I'm not going to get into the details of it, but I'll just make this statement because this is fact. When we moved over there, And all those PSLs went up for sale. Majority of the people that own PSL still live in California, meaning you're asking these PSL holders to pay, even though they got the seats already, right? And they get them at a more reasonable cost than $600 a game, I'll tell you that. But they still have to pay to travel, stay, and they're not willing to do it when they can make money selling their tickets. It's almost their way of sticking it to Davis, but it's hurting the football team. Now, doesn't mean I agree with it. And I'm not going to necessarily call for another man to do something else with his money. But winning, it starts with winning. It always starts with winning and putting a winning product on the field. But it needs to be followed up by fans making that decision, what matters the most to them. If they're, do they have the money to travel? If not, give up the PSLs to those who can, are willing, who live locally, maybe think about moving to Vegas. I can't tell people what to do, but that's one of the biggest problems, in my opinion. And then all the seats that are available, a lot of us ain't buying them. We ain't going to be paying $600 on top of traveling and hotel. Some of us don't even got it like that. We've been dealing with inflation for nearly 4 years now. A lot of people are struggling just to put food on the table. Mark's going to have to adjust, but he first has to adjust from a place where we start winning. Roland Dubs, we are that team that other teams look forward to get well against. Sad but true. That's why the thumbnail says winnable game, but for who, right? We got to start proving that this is a winnable game for us. I don't feel confident 100%. I think we're going to win tonight, by the way. I got the Raiders winning. I think the other night I said I believe the Raiders win 24-21. I think it'll be a close game, and I hope it's not. I hope we actually dominate. I hope the defense plays strong 4 quarters and give the Raiders the Raiders offense opportunities. And I hope that this offense wakes up, because it's too damn talented to play so bad. We need to score more than 24 points for me to be happy. But I'll take the 24 if it means we win. Raider Ben, I have a feeling we're gonna. Damn it! I have a feeling we're going to win. You gotta be able to run the ball. That's where it needs to start. You think it would, right? And stop the run. Raiders aren't. No, they're not. And lately, the whole offensive line hasn't done anything. Doing either. We're not doing either. You're right, Raider Ben. We're not doing either of it. Was the quarterback holding on to the ball too long last week as a rookie? Yeah, probably, but it's to be expected. I think he made some great plays too. I think that was a great one. Now he really knows the speed. He really knows how defense disguise. You want to sit him another week or two, give Jimmy G another opportunity? Fine. Got you. Right? But if Jimmy doesn't show that he has it, if you still seeing those lame duck throws and stuff, now it's time for you to develop this kid and try to save face, let alone your job. But I'm not sure that we can do it. Raiders ban. Raider and the Patriots. Bears and Patriots are winnable games. And I'm sure their fans think the same thing. So now we have to step up and be that team that wins those games, because we should. These are winnable games. But they're only winnable if we win them. I hope I'm making sense. Raider Ben, we can win the next 3. Will we? I guess we'll see. Or I guess we'll find out. It starts offensively, Bo, right? Offensively, we have to change. We have to find the fire. We have to find the formula. We have to find something that sets us apart from the rest of the league. Defense has already shown that the defense is doing exactly what I expected it should be, right around that mid-tier range, anywhere between 15 and 20. Right now, we're at 18. If they continue to kind of hold ground in that area, with the talent that we have on offense, with the money that we spend on offense, damn it, we should be a lot better. There should be no mistaking that we could win a game like Green Bay and the Patriots and the Bears. But it starts offensively. It's so damn frustrating. Blind Gamer, I'm going to go now. All right, Lou Dog. I appreciate you being here, bro. We will need to meet again for White Cane Day when White Day comes. Most definitely, Lou Dog. I will see you on White Cane Day. For all those who don't know, every October 15th is White Cane Day. White cane is the tool, the main tool that the blind and low vision use to become mobile, be independent. It's like our Independence Day. We always throw a big festival, a big party. This year, we're actually throwing it on the 14th just because it lands on a Saturday. So I'll see you there, Lou. We'll be taking care of it, brother. G Warab. Let's see. Ben, he will win. He will win. Realize that McDaniels can't catch a superstar, but with O'Connell, he will buy time, saying it was talent. It was talent time, which we can do. Oh my God, dude! I'm gonna try this again, dude. It's me, guys. My eyes are getting tired. I'm gonna have to go here in a minute. But he will win. He'll realize that McDaniels can't coach a superstar, but with O'Connell, he will buy time, saying it takes time, which we do with every player we draft. So that's kind of a fact. And then we cut the player 90%, 21 year. It's a little all over the place for me. I don't know if it's my eyes or the way some of it's written, but I understand what you're saying. But look, man, I mean, the kid hasn't even had enough opportunity to say what he's going to be. I mean, if we could see the likes of Purdy and even Brady become the greatest of all time, it is possible. And I think that's what he's trying to do the right thing and sit the kid and develop in a different way, giving him an opportunity the way that the Packers done with their quarterbacks in the past. But at some point, man, if you're not winning, you better try something different to save your job. That's all we're saying. You know, we're not saying that O'Connell is the next great thing. And I'm not going to let O'Connell be an excuse whether or not we keep McDaniels or move on. But we need to find a spark. We need to find something different. You know what they call doing the same thing week in and week out, expecting a different result, right? Insanity. At some point, we have to start making some big changes for big things to happen. Mud Tide. Let's see. Chat gain here. Yes, sir. Type your percentage of. God damn it, man. I'm having a hard time, guys. I apologize. Raider fans tonight. Type in your percentage of Raider fans tonight. First thing I'm going to look at is our crowd. Facts. It's going to be bad. Raider Ben, I don't like McDaniels. I don't think any of us do at this point. I don't like anything but McDaniels, but I know what Mark is trying to do. He wants to establish consistency. A big word I love to lose. I'm glad you put that in capitals. Consistency. He powered it. Oh, he proved it, giving John Gruden a 10-year contract. Fact. Unfortunately, he hired the wrong guy. And it goes above and beyond that, right? He wants to show that this is a place where coaches can come and stick. So if he fires them, the next coach is going to feel that same heat. I understand what he's trying to do, and he hired the wrong guy, and it's very, very disappointing. Because I don't see the tide turning, man. And I understand. So what Ben's saying, and I'll put it in my perspective, right? Mark Davis is trying to show the talent in the coaching, whether you're already an established head coach or you're an up-and-coming coach, that if an opportunity comes up with the Raiders, that you can trust that we're going to give you every opportunity to develop a team, stick around, and be Steeler-esque in that way, right? Where some of these coaches are being able to coach for long periods of time, the Andy Reids, the Mike Tomlins, guys like that have had the opportunity to continue to put good product out on the field, be competitive. You're not going to win the Super Bowl every single year, but you're going to have an opportunity to try to win one every year. That's exactly what we need to be looking at as fans. So he made this contract with Gruden, and it wasn't looking good there either, but we got out of that contract, but he's still paying the money. So we got rid of the coach, but we're still paying the money. Then we turn around and we give McDaniels the opportunity. It is the wrong guy. There's multiple reasons why he doesn't want to move on too quick from this guy. Primarily money. Because I don't think anybody at this point, if this continues, is going to feel bad for McDaniels or say Mark Davis did the wrong thing. He's trying to change his image, and it's a very tough situation to be in. But Mark has to own the fact that when you make a bad decision, regardless if you felt like that was going to be the turnout or not, that you have the balls to get out of it and move forward. My 2 cents. Death Star is going to reek of cheese. Famunda. Famunda what? Raider Ben. Hashtag sell the team, Mark. I mean, I wish it was that easy. There's only one way he gets rid of that team, bro. And that's if he can't afford the taxes when his mama dies. Outside of that, I don't see the man getting rid of it. I really don't. And if he does get rid of it, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. You want to talk about the whole Raider mystique and Raider image changing? It would definitely happen if you bring a guy in here that don't understand or care what the fan base is and what the legacy of what built this franchise to be. Raider Ben, Packer fans travel. They do. They want to get out of that cold weather. It's a vacation. D the Sum, brother, what's up? Caleb Williams could make more money staying in school next year. Yeah, if he feels like he's not going to get the team that he's looking for. He's got a lot of control. It's going to change a lot, more than just Caleb Williams. It's going to change a lot of players coming out of college, their mind about where they're going to go and what they're looking for. G Warab, smaller Raiders media doesn't get the point. Point access to the James. What? Access to the mass. To the mass, which is the NFL. That's true. Raider Ben. All less than $600. Facts. 100%. Depending on how big those shrimps are, bro. Let's see. All less than $600. Cuban Raider. The barbecue talk gonna make me want to grill. I was grilling all weekend, bro. NorCal Raider Jesse. What's up, NorCal Raider? Jesse's in the house. Salute, brother. Salute, Jason. Salute to you, bro. Let's see. John Q. What's up, Q? Here we go. When the games you're supposed to win. Hold on. I should have known as soon as I read it. Win the games that you're supposed to win. This cannot be the Jordan Love coming out party. Jacobs, Adams, and Max bring the A game. They always bring the A game, and it's Wilson's coming out party. Q, I love that, bro. I love that analogy. Like, if all of that happens, which I already can tell you, Max is going to bring it, Adams is going to bring it, Jacobs is going to bring it. If Tyree can get in there and make some noise and make some plays, it's only going to fire up that defense more. It's going to cause some chaos on Jordan Love's part of things, and then we have an opportunity to push it forward. Salute, Ben. I believe, Ben, you're going to be live tonight, right? You're going to be doing that game before we jump out of here? I know a lot of and I appreciate, dude, Ben, I can't appreciate you and your chat gang so much. I mean, I know a lot of these guys come from watching you, and I really appreciate all the chat and all the love and respect you give me, Ben. It goes right back at you, bro. You might think that I was here and I inspired you, and I appreciate that, but you have now taken that mantle yourself, bro, and you're an inspiration to the Raider Nation and content creators, and you should be proud of that too, bro. Raider Ben, Raider John, Raider Combo. What's up, Knight? What's up, Combo? Salute, chat. Salute, Chili Pepper 28. Hopefully we'll win. Well, that's the plan, brother. Raider Combo. I didn't get to watch the last live you did, but hopefully you bring back Kenny. Nah, Kenny will be around. Kenny will be around. Kenny works with me on Independently Blind. He's become one of my best friends, dude. Like, me and him have helped each other through our sight loss journey. We really work hard in helping these kids. Lou was here as one of the kids from Independently Blind. We had a great weekend. He was in town, so I had to go live that night. So he came to stay with me this weekend. So I brought him on the live. I could always patch him in. You guys want more Kenny, I can make that happen. Ray Gonzalez, how did your event this weekend Go, Jason. Ray, it went really, really well. We had 2 new members join. We have not only do we have 4 blind students at the moment, we have about 2 more coming in on the next one. Plus, we have 2 autistic kids. So our group is growing. Lives are being changed. I have a video I'm going to put together, and I'll play live one of these days. I'll play and introduce you to some of the ones that were here this last weekend. I video recorded them, just kind of talking about their experience and how this is helping them, and I'll definitely share that with you guys, because it is truly what's powering me and moving me forward with everything that I do, what I do at work and what I do here. Wild Turkey 74, salute night, salute you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Salute Raider Ben. That's also from Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey, NorCal, salute. I love the love. NorCal Raider Jesse, salute with Wild Turkey. Rolling Dubs. The pick doesn't matter. The player is Williams or May. Or Williams or May are the truth. It would help us change things around. Dubs. Raider Ben, combo. Everybody's saying salute. All right, guys. That time has come for me. If I didn't get to your comment, I apologize. The first time I probably haven't caught up with the chat. I don't know how far back I am. I think I'm pretty deep, but all respect. If I didn't get to you, I'm going to be shouting you guys out as I head out. I appreciate you guys. It's all about a victory. We need a win tonight. It's Monday night. There's no more excuses. I need to see this offense come alive. No more BS. I want to give a big shout out to Raider Ben. Also, Blind Gamer, a.k.a. Lou Dog, one of my students. Appreciate you, dude. Salute to Raider Jesse, Wild Turkey, Chili Pepper 28, Ray Gonzalez, Raider Combo, Mud Tide, Tragedy Over Triumph. Oh, man. Rolling Dubs was in the house tonight. G-Warb always bringing his... Hey, G-Warb, don't change, bro. Stay on that same trajectory, dude. There's a lot to say when it comes to being consistent on your beliefs. Maybe that'll rub on some of this team. They'll start being more aggressive. NorCal Raider Jesse, I appreciate you. John Q, appreciate you, brother. Cuban Raider, thank you for being here today. Let's see, who else have we got? I want to meet D the Sum, longtime subscriber. I appreciate you, brother. Let's see who else we got. We got Raider Ben was here. I do believe Raider Ben will be giving live play-by-play, I hope. My 2 cents, I appreciate you, brother. I already shout out Mud Time. I already shout out G-Romer. I got Lou Dog. Santiago, appreciate you, brother. All right, let's see what else we got. Don't want to. I hope I shouted out you, Ray Gonzalez. You already know. Rolling Dubs. You already know. Try to catch up with the chat. Oh, you know what? That's the other one. Let's see. D Nightwalker. Appreciate you, brother. I got to work on my muscle memory in the brain and remembering all these names. Lencho, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here tonight. Raiders 24. Packers 21. That's my prediction. Raiders win. Raiders victory. Is this the turning point? No, but it's a start heading in the right direction. We've got to continue to keep the faith, continue to try to dissect and find out what we think is going wrong. Hopefully they figure out. Chaos Raider, I appreciate you, bro. And just hope that they could put something together. Strike Vader, appreciate you, bro. And get this team playing consistently, building the continuity, start winning games. Look, we're not a playoff team, but we can be a good one. Till next time, stay Raider strong. Night out.